Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for today's Buildmas video. So in today's video we're going to do one that I'm actually really excited about doing, which is a Christmas lights festival or Christmas lights trail. I go to one of these pretty much every single year with my family and I'm going again this year and I'm very excited for it. And with lots of the new items that we got in the Star Path as well as like the existing Christmassy ones I had, I could not help myself and think, I feel like I could maybe utilize these to create a light trail. So that is what I go for in this video, and I actually really enjoyed doing it. It was something that I hadn't done before, and it really gave me that Christmassy feeling. So in here I used multiple house skins. I use the Winter Palace, the like frozen fairy cottage one, as well as the one from last year's Star Path, which is like the little Christmassy cottage. And then I use a ton of foliage, lights, Christmassy items and objects. You'll see as we go through. I have a lot of that. I obviously create like a weaving pathway using the Ancient's Landing like open brick because I love how the snow looks through it. And add some of the wrought iron fences all along them so it feels like an actual trail that you can't just like wander off. I actually wasn't going to do fencing at first, and then I felt like it just made complete sense. I would have used the rustic wooden one from Wish Blossom Ranch, but it was so expensive to craft I just could not justify the amount I needed for this build. But if you are someone who's been growing resources, that would have been my alternative choice. But I actually ended up liking how the wrought iron fences look. But I use obviously a lot of the light up items. I used obviously the new well skin, which obviously matches those light up decorations. Obviously in here there is a bunch of Star Path and premium stuff, just bear that in mind. It's not really a new player friendly build, unfortunately, but that was kind of just the way I had to do it. I feel like you could definitely achieve a lights trail though just using base game stuff or things like that, because there's a lot of craftable different lamppost lights. There's also a lot you can get from Scrooge, and I feel like you could definitely makeshift this even if you didn't have the Christmas one, or you could always just make a light trail it's not Christmas themed, because obviously they do have light trails and things like that all year round, at least in the UK they do. There are all different themes, like you get ones that are like based on children's storybooks, you get animal themed ones, there's so many different options. But I obviously at this time of year wanted to go for a Christmassy one, but I feel like in the future I might do one of these and make it maybe like an animal theme or a jungle theme, and see if that could like be a challenge for me to do. Now that I've explained the build, I am going to just let the video go, let you watch and enjoy and kind of listen to the music, and not explain everything. But obviously my main task in here was to create this weaving pathway, add the 3 different sections, so to have like the fairy cottage, fairy court area, then I have the little winter cottage area, and then at the back I create like the Christmas market. So I wanted this to feel like when you get to the end of a lights trail and you've got like the food shops and like food stalls and stands, and the place where you like get your photo taken, and there's rides and stuff like that. So that was basically my ending point of the trail, so that is why that is down there. And then obviously I use a lot of foliage in here to make it feel really foresty, really overgrown, kind of like how a lights trail usually is. And basically it just kind of went from my own knowledge of lights trails and kind of created my ultimate one. Hopefully my one I go to this year with my family lives up to it. I'm sure it will. But on that note, I'm going to let it go. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you again at the end. So we are now in the final build, and obviously I've made it nighttime so we can see everything glowing in our entrance. We've obviously got our well and our first load of lights. I also used the new gold lamppost from the current star path, which I think look great in here. I then obviously got my first little kind of winter cottage section where I added in the little ice skating rink. You could also use the icy river kit for this as well. I did debate that, but I decided to go with the ice skating rink instead because I hadn't really used it this year. And obviously added in a lot of the festive trees, a lot of light up objects like the light up snowflakes and archway and stuff like that. And I also used the wooden arrow signs all along the pathway to kind of make it look like you had to kind of be pointed in the direction you're going. We've then got this little mini light tunnel that I created with these archways from a previous winter star path, and obviously a lot of fountains and lights around the side. All throughout, I also used these like dance floor tiles we got in the rock show star path, and then added some of these string lights above to create these really nice little pockets of colour. And then we go into our really blue icy section. I used some blue lampposts to make this feel even like more icy and kind of wintry, and I used a lot of the items that we got in the frosted like fairy themed star path, and obviously the new cottage that we got in the premium shop not long ago, to create this more like icy fairy course section. And then as we head around that, I used some of the Cinderella lanterns just to create little lights on either side, and then that takes us up to the kind of light up fountain as well as the icy one. All along the path, I used some of the Cinderella benches to give it an extra sparkle, and then we go down the final kind of dance floor tiles to this exit area, which I used the new gazebo in, and just a red rug. And then as we head out of here, we have obviously got all these Christmas trees lined up, which is something I've seen in a lot of festive trails. And then we get to the Winter Palace, which kind of marks the end of our trail. We've then obviously got the Christmas tree surrounded by gifts, which I thought would be a cute little like photo opportunity spot, I guess. And then as we head into the last section of this build, we've obviously got our little food court area. Obviously I'd love to have made this bigger, but there just wasn't enough room, so I kind of did it on a smaller scale, but I like how quaint it ended up being. So here are some shots of the final build. I hope you guys enjoyed. I absolutely loved making this and making it as bright and colourful as possible. I feel like I would have loved to have done this on a floating island and potentially made it bigger. I think that would be really, really fun. I obviously did it up here in Wish Blossom Ranch, but I feel like if this was something I would ever recreate, I would definitely do on a floating island and make it double the size, because there was definitely more I could have done in here, and I really, really enjoy how it looks. Let me know down below what you thought of the build and whether you liked it, and if you're going to create any kind of build like this, make sure you like and subscribe as it helps me out so much, and I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Bye!